Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Monday Night Jayromoda. Tonight we're in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where we're now just under 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. Will the superstars begin to prepare themselves for the main event on the chance that they get their names called, or will they instead make a title push and try to get themselves a shot for the belts? Tonight, Shinjiro Aragaki is set for his first night as Universal Champion as he takes on Jack the Ripper. Get ready for a highly dramatic night of action, because this is Jayromoda. And here we go, starting off our night. Introducing first, it is none other than Jack the Ripper, making his way to the ring with Eggman. Interestingly enough, I thought he did away with him as a manager. Guess not. And his opponent, it is your men's Universal Champion. After a successful cash-in last week, it is Shinjiro Aragaki. And honestly, tonight will be a good test, a good indicator of how he might fare at the Rumble. Having to defend the belt, of course. And yeah, you know, haters are going to say that he only won the belt because he cashed in against a very beat-up Jin after beating him up more by hitting him over the head, but... well, tonight's the night for Shinji to prove us either correct or incorrect. And here we go, referee rings the bell, they meet in the middle, with Raiden immediately beginning with the takedown and the big boot in the corner. Forcing Shinji back up to his feet, sending him back down. Rolling him onto his back, now pulling on the arm. Just working on that shoulder. Stomp to the wrist. And again, just really working on that right hand. And now Raiden looking for the People's Moonsault. Lining up and connects. And now cranking on the neck, looking for a submission hold that Shinjiro immediately gets out of. And Shinjiro sending Raiden for an Irish whip, popping him up, setting him down with a slam. And now Eggman on the apron, right in front of the referee, untying that turnbuckle. And Raiden getting really lucky that Shinjiro decides to run him between the two complete opposing corners. Now Shinjiro trapping Raiden in the corner, but Raiden elbowing out. Springboard dropkick. And now going for the cover. There's one. but Shinjiro kicks out. And a cyclone kick in the middle of the spine, and again. Raiden looking to put Shinjiro away early with a sling blade. Forcing Shinjiro back up to his feet. But Shinjiro ducking underneath, nice clothesline. Trying to swing the momentum back into his favor. Walking Raiden to the southern ropes. Setting him up, bouncing him off. And now the referee finally deciding to fix the corner as Shinjiro with a nice diving hammer punch. And a stomping arm breaker. Shinjiro forcing Raiden up and scoop slam takedown. And a toss right into the ring post. And Raiden bouncing Shinjiro off the knee, tossing him back inside the ring. Now Eggman looking underneath the ring. And Shinjiro with the toss, diving underneath, jumping over. Referee picking up the kendo stick and tossing it aside as Shinjiro with the stomps. And setting up the end of days. I think that's what that's called at least. I always get the end of days and the final ride mixed up, and there's a 3 count. Or the last ride, excuse me. There's a 3 count in Shinjiro Aragaki putting away Raiden. And how many of you are doubters anymore? Yeah, that was a bit of a slow start, but towards the end, that was clinical. And for our first tag team matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is Devila and Popola, the Gestalt sisters. And their opponents, it is An Takamaki and Haru Okumura. They are the Diamonds. And with how volatile the women's tag team division has been as of late, yeah, this is gonna be a pretty big match for the power rankings. and, well, for title contention in general. Here we go, Popola and Haru in the ring first. Popola immediately heading towards Haru, hitting her with a diving clothesline. And immediately setting up the people's elbow that connects. Devil being shot out of a cannon and clotheslining, excuse me, Haru out of the ring. And continuing the offense with that slap, diving underneath. There's a hair drag. And Popola looking to put this thing away early, but Haru finally, with a reversal, catching that. There's a hip toss. And forcing Popola up. Looking for the delayed suplex. Referee already at the count of 5. Make that 6. And 7. 8. Now we're in dangerous territory. Popola needs to come back to her senses and head back into the ring, and Haru deciding to head to the outside. I guess she didn't really know where Popola was, so she wanted to extend the match a little bit. Makes sense, but yeah. And now Haru tagging in on, looking for a bit of a showtime. Now Panther with a belly-to-back suplex. Popola tags out. Devil is in the ring, immediately greeted by a dropkick. Panther forcing Devil back up to her feet, chasing Popola outside the ring, and tossing Devil into the corner, turning her around face first into the turnbuckle. And Devil elbows out. Running on from one corner to the other. Kicks to the chest. And a diving crossbody. Now stomps to the face. And Devil heading up top. Looking to fly. There's a crossbody that connects. And forcing on back up to her feet. Toss into the corner, Popola punching on away. And Devil with the ground and pound. And a slap for good measure. Now tagging her sister back in. Popola getting a good chance to rest. And now heading for the pin. There's only a 1 count. And a jawbreaker. Popola tossing on into the corner, looking for the elbow, but on stepping out of the way, and a belly-to-belly suplex now. On heading to the corner, tagging out, Haru's back in. And Popola with the reversal, slapping that hand away, tossing Haru into the corner. And turning her around face first into the turnbuckle. Strong strong left hands. And again, sending Haru down, forcing her up to her feet, but Haru with a stunner getting out. And now looking for the belly-to-belly suplex, but Popola with the reversal, sending Haru down, stomp to the hand, hip attack. And tagging her sister back in. Devlin now. Forcing Haru back up to her feet. Toss into the corner. And now a tag. Looking for the tag team attack. Popola with a big boot. But unfortunately for her, Haru ending up right next to the corner and taking Panther back in. Panther setting up Popola along the southern ropes. Not entirely sure what she's planning. I don't think she does either. So Popola kicks out. And a flatliner. Forcing On back up to her feet. Not entirely sure why you don't really go for a pin there. Tossing her into the corner. Turning her around face first into the turnbuckle. And tagging in Devila. Another tag team attack here. Double neck breaker and going for the pin. Here comes hard to break it up before the referee could even start the count. And Panther fights her way out looking for the trip. But unable to really get much. And Devila, maybe you should pay attention as Panther tags out. And the double spine buster, or the double knee spine buster from Haru. Forcing Devila back up to her feet. Toss into the corner, tagging in Panther. Looking for another Showtime attack. There's a leg breaker. And now Panther going for the pin. Popola still on the apron. There's 2 and there's 3. And Popola not in time. And Panther picking up a pretty big win for the Diamonds. A little bit of a rough start, but doing well to fight back. And for our second tag team matchup of the evening, introducing first. Oh, good heavens, if my watch isn't incorrect, it's Rhyme time and Shulk time. They are the heroes of the Homs, formerly known as the Vision Warriors. And their opponents, they are your newest men's tag team champions after defeating Torna just a few weeks ago. It is the Ultimate Biker Gang leader Mondo Wada and the Ultimate Moral Compass Kiyotaka Ishimaru. They are the Ultimate Brotherhood.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 314 pounds, the men's undisputed Impact, the Tag Team World Champions, the Brotherhood.
And let's see if they have what it takes to win a match with the pretty big target painted on their backs. Not saying that they're incapable of winning matches, but let's see if they can do it as champion. Here we go, Shulk and Mondo. Interesting matchup in the ring already. Or, to start off, rather. Referee rings the bell, and Mondo immediately begins with a belly-to-back suplex. Forcing Shulk up to his feet, tossing to the corner. And immediately tagging in Taka. Taka with an uppercut to the stomach. And now springboard stunner. Going for the cover early. There's one, Shulk kicks out. And like a hawk, Taka hovering over him, tossing Shulk into the corner. Over the shoulder. And a drop kick to the spine. Taka forcing Shulk back up to his feet, tossing to the corner. Mondo punching him away. Right into Taka. Now, Taka tossing Shulk into the Vision Warrior's corner and dangling him against the top rope. Shulk tossing Taka, looking for a little bit of offense, but Taka with the reversal. There's a back elbow, several back elbows. And now sending Shulk into the Brotherhood's corner. And a corner, a backbreaker suplex, using the turnbuckles as a weapon. There's a 1 count. But importantly, dragging Ryan into the ring. Ryan looking for the tag, gets it. Fresh body in the ring. And now Taka with a leg breaker. And a stomp to the upper arm. Irish whip toss into the corner. And a corner facebuster against the middle turnbuckle. And another toss into the corner, tagging in Mondo. Looking for a tag team attack. And the double shoulder tackle. Mondo kick to the chest. And now, okay, that's just dirty, dragging the face against the top rope. Ryan elbowing out. And looking for the suplex. No, Mondo fights out. And hits Ryan with a suplex of his own. Shulk looking for the tag. Not getting it. Courtesy of Ryan being on the complete opposite end of the ring. And there's a neck breaker from Mondo. And Mondo with a ground and pound. Stomp to the chest. And forcing Ryan back up to his feet. Toss into the corner. Tagging in Taka again. And another uppercut to the stomach. Taka tossing Ryan into the corner. And another corner facebuster. Going for the pin. Shulk breaking it up, but knocking over the referee in the process. Taka with a suplex. And now Taka lining up a signature. Ryan fighting out. Taka with a reversal right back. Ryan with a reversal right back. And a stunner. Well, a jawbreaker. And now tossing Taka into the corner. Shoulder tackles. And the corner alley-oop powerbomb. And now going for the cover. There's one, and Mondo breaks it up. Neither team with an advantage now. Taka fights out. Taka dragging the arm around the top rope. And Mondo taking Taka down, knee to the jaw, and there's an elbow drop. Going for the cover here, looking to win this, only one count. Taka to the outside, so is Ryan. And now Ryan taking Taka to Suplex City along the outside. There's two. There's two. There's three. And there's three. And Ryan looking for the wild down. And now Ryan having a little bit of difficulty. Taka finally elbowing out. Referee telling them to get back inside the ring, and we avoid a count out. And now a facebuster from Taka. And now Taka tagging in Mondo, looking for another tag team attack. There's a tag team suplex going for the cover. There's one, there's two, and there's three.
Here are your winners, the Brotherhood.
Yeah, I really have no idea why Ryan didn't tag out when he had the opportunity, but the Ultimate Brotherhood getting it done. Good showcase of teamwork. And for our next matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is the Ultimate Swimmer, Aoi Asahina. And her opponent, representing Torna, it is Lora. Here we go, both women staring each other down. And here we go. Referee rings the bell to meet in the middle. With Lora immediately tossing Hina into the corner, looking for the crossbody. Hina stepping out of the way. And a bulldog. And Hina with an arm breaker. Stomp to the wrist, stomp to the face. And a knee strike. Leg breaker into a stump leg puller. And Hina with a pretty hot start. Looking for the right cross and connects. And Hina with an arm breaker, forcing Lora back up to her feet. And a springboard stunner, or springboard DDT, excuse me. Or a RKO, I guess. Going for the pin, but Lora kicks out at 1. And Hina looking for the dive, just not really getting the distance that she needed. Lora back up to her feet. And walking Hina to the northwest corner. There's a knife edge chop. Pulling her away, waving the red flag, and a dangling double leg dropkick. And Hina with a scoop slam. Taking Lora down. And Hina with a leg breaker. And now climbing up. Trying this again. There's a crossbody that connects. And Lora with the reversal, kicks to the thigh, to the calf, and now forcing Hina up over the shoulders, walking her to the southwest corner, bouncing her off. Now a stomp to the spine. And Lora with an elbow drop. After the backflip, or the cartwheel, I guess, and there's a 2 count. And Lora with a scoop slam. And setting up the finisher, but Hina catching that. And sending Lora for an Irish whip, but Lora with a stunner off the reversal. Now sending Hina to the outside. And a hot shot. And Lora stepping out of the way, more kicks. And sending, or trying to send Hina into the steel steps, but not really getting it done. So scooping her up, sending her head first into the apron. And another attempt to send Hina into the steel steps, and again, not really going. Lora resetting the count. Forcing Hina back up to her feet. And Hina immediately elbowing out. And an over the shoulder slam. And there's a crossbody. And now Hina trying to toss Lora into the steps and not doing it. Not successfully. Lora back inside the ring. And a head scissor toss taking Hina down. And lining up the People's Moonsault, and that connects. Now Lora to the top rope. Staring down Hina. Looking for the head scissor takedown, but Hina with the reversal. Turning Lora around over the shoulders. And the Revolute knee strike right next to the ropes, going for the cover. There's one, there's two in the rope break. Hina with an arm breaker. Setting up Lora, knee to the face. And a spinning back heel kick sends her down. Not going for the pin, instead allowing Lora back up to her feet. And the Irish whip into a modified Thesz press. Lora forcing Hina back up to her feet. And a facebuster in the middle of the ring. And now setting up the finisher. Kick to the chest. Rolling backbreaker and the pin. There's one, there's two, and Hina will not kick out. And Lora with a nice win, showing that she is a bit of a dark horse in the women's cruiserweight division. Look out for her. And for our next matchup, introducing first, it is the Ice Queen herself, Mitsuru Kirijo. And Mitsuru looking to get the belt back in just a few weeks, or just under 2 weeks. With this match being a bit of a qualifier, as it were. Because her opponent is her main championship rival, well, behind Kasumi. It is the Queen of the Phantom Thieves, Makoto Niijima. And here we go, Mitsuru and Makoto staring each other down, with the championship rights on the line, or the challenging rights on the line, rather. As Makoto immediately begins with the offense, kicks to the chest, the ground and pound stomp to the sternum, And Mitsuru with an early reversal. Look for the stomp of Makoto. With a reversal right back. Goro with a knee to the gut, forcing Mitsuru up by the wrist. Wrist clutch. Double knees. And Makoto heading up to the top. Looking for the single leg dropkick and connects, going for a quick pin. There's one, Mitsuru kicks out. Mitsuru with a back stretch. Letting Makoto go, but walking her now to the northern ropes. Mitsuru with the right hand, sending Makoto back to the northern ropes. There's a knife edge chop. Wrap around the middle rope. And just really working on that base. Now Mitsuru lining up in a spear, knocking Makoto off the apron. And Mitsuru heading up top. Staring down Makoto, diving axe handle punch by Makoto, stepping out of the way. Up, over, and a pendulum backbreaker. And sending Makoto into the steel steps. Don't forget the count of 4. And Mitsuru with a chicken wing facebuster. And tossing Makoto from one side of the ring side to the other. I forget 6 now. Need to be careful. Makoto elbowing out. There's 7. And now Makoto sending Mitsuru into the steel steps. There's 8. Makoto retreating back inside the ring. Mitsuru back to her senses, retreating with her. And a side big boot from Makoto. Stomps to the wrist. Or stomps to the spine, rather. And Makoto with some more grounds and pounds. Stomp to the stomach. Forcing Mitsuru up by the wrist. Sending her down. Going for the pin. There's one. Mitsuru kicks out. Mitsuru forcing Makoto back up to her feet again. And Makoto over the shoulders. Up. Over. And just using the top rope as a guillotine. And Mitsuru dragging Makoto away from the ropes. Going for the cover. There's 1. There's 2. Makoto kicks out. And a diving fist of justice from Makoto. Sending Mitsuru for a run. And another fist of justice. And now the pin, there's one, there's two. Mitsuru kicks out just before 3. Makoto forcing Mitsuru back up to her feet, sending her down with the clotheslines. Catching the kick and a trip. And Makoto looking for more grounds and pounds, but Mitsuru with the reversal. And again, a date with Kasumi is on the line. It's probably why both women are fighting like their lives depend on it. Neckbreaker from Mitsuru. Now Mitsuru just pulling on the arm. And now setting up the figure 8 leg lock. Putting pressure on the legs, on the hips. And releases the hold, interestingly enough. And now Mitsuru in the corner. Lining up the somersault double leg drop, or the double leg drop. But Makoto rolling out of the way, sending Mitsuru for an Irish whip. And a fist of justice. Here's the pin, there's one, there's two, Mitsuru kicks out. Mitsuru to the outside again, looking to catch her breath, but Makoto heading up top. Bit of a miscalculation as Mitsuru tosses her down. And immediately goes for the cover. There's one, there's two, and Makoto kicks out before 3. And now wrist clutch, arm breaker. And Makoto fights her way out. Springboard fist of justice. And a pop-up fist of justice now. And now Makoto spearing Mitsuru off the apron. Makoto sending Mitsuru headfirst into the apron. And tossing her nearly into the steps. There's two, Mitsuru back up to her feet. But sent back down with another. Flying forearm, but Mitsuru rolling Makoto onto her back. Some more ground and pounds along the outside. This match is like a pendulum. And another fist of justice from Makoto, going for the pin. There's one, there's two, and there's 3.
Here is your winner,
Makoto punching her ticket to try to get revenge for the Elimination Chamber against Kasumi. And yeah, that's gonna be a fun match to watch. is absolutely going to be so fun to watch. And for our next matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is the leader of the Phantom Thieves,
Making his way to the ring,
Joker.
representing the Heart Foundation from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 150 pounds.
And this is going to be a bit of an interesting match, considering that it is a tag team versus tag team, but it's a singles match. Yeah. And his opponent, representing the Heroes of Chaos, it is the Aegis driver himself, Rex.
Weighing in at 115 pounds. Rex.
Here we go, both men staring each other down. Referee rings the bell to meet in the middle, with Rex immediately beginning with a cutter elbow drop and the immediate pin. There's one. Joker kicks out. And Rex with the ground and pounds again. And a knee to the back of Joker's skull. Joker to the outside. And I forgot to mention, but this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. And Rex with a spine breaker. Joker with a reversal, sending Rex's punch away and sending him headfirst into the apron. Joker forcing Rex back up to his feet, toss into the ring. And jumping back in. Joker sending Rex to the outside in a double leg dropkick. Now heading to the outside, forcing Rex back up to his feet, sending him back into the barricade. And a toss back inside the ring. And there's one, there's two. Joker kicks out. Joker forcing Rex up. There's a backbreaker. Into a reverse leg drop. And going for the cover. There's one, there's two, and Rex kicks out. Now Joker lining up, looking for the crossbody, but Rex stepping out of the way. And an Irish whip. Diving underneath. Jumping over the top. And a Pele kick. Now going for the cover. There's one, there's two, and Joker barely avoids the 3 count. And now Rex with a satellite heel kick. And setting up the phenomenal forearm. Here's the cover, there's one, there's two, and Joker again just barely avoids the count. Rex again going for the pin. There's one, there's two, and again Joker kicks out. And Rex with the dangling neck breaker. And now heading up top. Looking for the elbow drop and gets it. And the cover. There's one, there's two, and Joker again kicks out. And Rex with a Thez press. And now springboard moonsault, but Joker gets out of the way. Elbow to the spine. Sending Rex for a run, and there's the stun dog millionaire. Just like Kasumi, there's one, there's two, and Rex kicks out. I know I've said it before, but I think it's really cute that Kasumi and Joker have like the same signature. There's a moonsault from the middle rope, but only 1 count. And now Joker with the clotheslines and the trip. And now Joker heading up top. Diving crossbody. And the cover. There's one, there's two, and Rex kicks out. And now top rope moonsault connects. And Rex with the reversal, tripping, or sending Joker down to his back. And now the forearm strike. Rex dragging Joker away from the ropes. Forcing him up out of the seated position. And Joker walking Rex to the western ropes. And now setting up the Phantom Cutter. Joker going for the cover. There's one, there's two, and Rex. Now it's his turn to avoid the 3 count. Rex sending Joker for a run, diving underneath. And the running bicycle kick. And the cover. There's one, there's two, and Joker. Joker getting the shoulder up. Middle rope moonsault from Rex. And the cover. There's one, there's two, and there's three. Rex showing that he still has it. He can absolutely fight in the singles division, just not against Akechi. That was, when I said that was a weird match, I meant it. And now, for our penultimate matchup of the evening. Introducing first. It is your men's cruiserweight champion, the perfect Goro Akechi. And here comes Leon Kuwata, waiting for Akechi to notice him, and Leon coming out of nowhere with an ambush. Now forcing Akechi up and sending him down with a facebuster against the ramp. And now, Leon with a belly-to-belly suplex. Akechi fighting out. Leon with a reversal, Akechi back on the offense. And to officially start this match, you really need to get down to the ring. Just saying. Now Akechi forcing Leon up to his feet. And walking him down the ramp, tossing him aside, just leading him through the crowd, or rather in front of the crowd. And forcing Leon back up to his feet. And into the ring, and now we can officially start this match. A springboard flying elbow. And now Leon with the elbows getting out. Doing anything he can to give Akechi his first loss of the year. And now Leon looking for the 5-knuckle shuffle and connects. And Leon with a leg breaker and going for the pin. Akechi kicks out. No, Leon sending Akechi for a run, but Akechi catching that. Turning Leon around. And looking for the snake bite. And here's the cover. There's one, there's two. Leon kicks out. And Akechi looking to put this one away. Looking for the wheelbarrow facebuster, but Leon with the reversal. And I will powerbomb right in the corner. Forcing Akechi back up to his feet. And elbows, sending him back down. Sling blade. And now Leon in the corner. The knee. Over the shoulders, and Akechi fighting out. And now Leon with a facebuster. And the cover, there's one, there's two. Akechi kicks out. Now Leon up top. Looking for the crossbody, but Akechi rolling out of the way. Forcing Leon up by the wrists, sending him down with the knee. And now Akechi just sending Leon down in the corner, making him know his place. And now looking for the wheelbarrow facebuster, getting it done this time. And the cover, there's one, there's two, and Leon's not going to kick out of that.
Here is your winner, Gordon Alexi.
And Akechi, I mean, who's really surprised? Leon doing whatever he can to give Akechi his first loss, and Akechi just fighting out perfectly, doing what a champion does. And now for our main event of the evening. Introducing first, it is the crown jewel of More Ardain. It is Lady Brighid. And her opponent?
And from Japan, Makoto.
It is Junko Enoshima. And now both men ready? Referee rings the bell as they meet in the middle. Brighid immediately beginning with a pullback elbow. Brighid with a knife-edge chop. Scoop slam. And now the head scissors. Or the head scissor elbow, rather. And Brighid again with the head scissor elbow. Brighid forcing Junko up over the shoulders. And a backpack jawbreaker. And a stomp to the thigh. Junko now to the outside. Brighid looked for the crossbody, but Junko stepping out of the way. Now Brighid tossing Junko nearly into the steps, but not quite. Now Junko with an elbow to the spine. Brighid with a reversal on the toss. And a senton. And Junko pushing Brighid away. Referee at the count of 6, but not for much longer. Junko with a snap suplex. And a facebuster. Brighid back up to her feet, and Junko tossing her into the corner. And a neck breaker. Now kick to the spine. Looking for the stomp. And Junko walking Brighid now into the corner. Knife edge chop. And a facebuster. Going for the pin, and referee immediately calling for a rope break. And now both women just exchanging right hands. And neither woman really coming out on top, as Brighid sends Junko for an Irish whip and a spinning back elbow. And now Brighid pulling back in the crescent moon headlock. And again releases the hold. And now Brighid, third time's the charm maybe? Locking in the figure 8 leg lock. And again decides to release the hold. Now stump leg breaker. And going for the cover. There's one, there's two, and Junko kicks out. Junko kicks her way out. Sending Brighid into the corner. And a knife edge chop. Now turning Brighid around. Just working on that arm. Brighid fights her way out. Irish whip over the top rope. Referee at the count of 4, but Brighid rolling to the outside. And Junko immediately tossing her into the corner barricade. And an arm breaker. And now a wrist breaker. Referee at the 5 count. And Brighid successfully sending Junko into the steel steps. Junko doesn't really have that much more time to get back to her senses and back into the ring. There's 8, and she's in. Now Junko forcing Brighid up over the shoulders, sending her down on the power bomb, the small cradle power bomb, excuse me. But Brighid kicks out. And now Junko forcing her back up to her feet. And the double knee stunner. Junko now just complete in front of the ref. Junko, are you mad? Now Junko up top, crossbody connects. Junko forcing Brighid back up to her feet, and what was that? Now referee working on the turnbuckle, but Brighid sending Junko into the ref. Now Kip up back up to her feet. Brighid bashing Junko's head against the mat. And Junko with the reversal now. Brighid back up to her feet. And now looking to come back with the clotheslines. Junko in the corner. Thankfully for her, the referee put the turnbuckle padding back on. And Junko kicking Brighid off of her. And a toss from one side of the ringside to the other. Now Brighid heading back inside. Junko over the shoulders. But Brighid with a stunner getting out. And a cyclone forearm. And going for the cover. There's 1, there's 2, and Brighid almost getting the 3 count. And now the Rolling Thunder Stunner. There's 1, there's 2, and Brighid comes home victorious.
Here is your winner,
And as we watch Brighid celebrate, I would like to thank you all for joining us here tonight, and hope to see you on Friday for Eclipse as we get ready for the Royal Rumble. Which, yeah, the end of the season is quickly approaching. It's the Rumble, and then War Games, and then Jailbreak, and then Ultimate Fight Night. We are very quickly approaching the end of the season. Yeah, until then, we are signing out from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. See ya.